Dalton trying to get away and does. On the move, he's chased by Mayo to the end zone. Touchdown! What a play!
And that's where we start this week's trade bait and stardom sit-in recommendations, as Tyler Boyd assumes the number one receiving position for the Bengals offense this week, with A.J. Green being out with an injury. Yes, the target share is going to be there, but yes, the top cornerbacks are also going to be on Boyd. I think he overcomes that, and because of that increased target share, becomes a very intriguing number one option in all leagues, and he's someone I'd certainly grab if he's available. You then got Carlos Hyde, and with little news out of Leonard Fournette and whether he's actually healthy enough to reclaim the number one spot at running back for the Jaguars, I would look to get Hyde. Remember something, if the Jaguars fall out of this and Fournette's not truly healthy, who's going to assume the number one back duties in Jacksonville? It's going to be Hyde. He's explosive, he's proven successful, and with a good offensive line in Jacksonville, he'd be a solid running back too moving forward. You then got O.J. Howard, who, as the Bucs continue to fall behind in games, will continue to see increased opportunity through the passing game. 2 more touchdowns last week against the Panthers. I like Howard and Ryan Fitzpatrick's chemistry. I would certainly add him as a tight end 1 in all formats. And then Matt Breida, and simply because there's no other healthy running back in San Francisco, I would take him as a running back 2 or a flex play and try to grab him in the trade market. Why? No Mostert, no McKinnon. Who else is going to run the ball for the 49ers? Give me Matt Breida. In terms of guys that you might be looking to deal, Aaron Rodgers is on top of the list. The Packers invested a lot of money in Aaron Rodgers moving forward. If the Packers continue to lose games and fall out of it, it wouldn't be a huge surprise to me if they decided to rest Rodgers down the stretch. So, go find better trade value for him at running back or wide receiver. Try to add another quarterback to replace his production if you can, and look to trade Aaron Rodgers. You then have Adrian Peterson, who's had a rejuvenating season for the Redskins. However, as we saw last week again in the loss to the Falcons, he can simply become game plan dependent and fall out of the rotation. With that being said, plus the fact of his age and durability, is Adrian Peterson going to be that same running back moving forward in the last half of the season? I'd look to try to trade him for someone that's more stable at your running back 2 position. And as always, we're going to give you some guys to start and sit, including Baker Mayfield, Calvin Ridley, and some other folks in the stardom section. Give me Keenan Allen moving forward, and especially this week against Oakland. He's a terrific possession receiver, and against an Oakland defense that is simply terrible, Allen should see double-digit targets, 8 or 9 catches, and probably find the end zone. He's an electric performer, and in this week, I like him as a wide receiver 1 against Oakland. Then give me Calvin Ridley, who found the end zone again last week on this 40-yard touchdown strike, which virtually put the game out of reach in the second quarter. He's explosive, and against the Browns defense that struggled recently, give me Calvin Ridley this week. And then we got some guys to bench this week, and on top of the list is Golden Tate. How is he going to be incorporated into the offense for Philly? That's a question that's got to be answered. And will Nick Mullins repeat his performance against the Giants coming off his 3-touchdown debut? But one guy I want to talk about is Russell Wilson. He's really struggled so far this season in finding the end zone, and against the Rams team that's going to be motivated to overcome that terrible performance in New Orleans on defense, I'd expect them to play really well, and I'd bench Russell Wilson this week. And another guy is T.Y. Hilton. Again, he's had a very solid season when he's been on the field, but against the Jaguars team that's now coming off a bye, they're going to look to make a statement in any way they can. So I'd look to bench T.Y. Hilton. And as always, check out the All Out Blitz Sunday mornings, 11:45 Eastern, facebook.com/Watch Phantom for the All Out Blitz. And as always, like our YouTube channel and check out the Phantom Forum throughout the week for more content as we get you ready for the week in the NFL.